everybody, happy Friday. Welcome to the new streaming schedule. I feel so bad about this whirring noise on the computer. I was trying to do something different today where I would use the webcam to stream. I was wondering if maybe that would use less energy for the computer. Hi everybody, you're so great. But then I wouldn't be able to put pictures up, so I was a little bit disappointed about that. But then I couldn't get it to work, especially at the last minute. It was weird. So it was like a different system, so it was just like a little complicated. But I've been hearing the way this sounds on people's clips and everything, and it's just, it's a mess. I feel very bad. It's not the level of quality I like to do for you guys. So, hey KM. So I'm going to try really, really hard to figure out something to do. Maybe I'll try and set up a microphone, even though it's difficult. It's so loud for some people, though. It like really bothers. I feel really bad. So I just, you guys are all really nice to put up with this, and I just really apologize. That's funny. Yeah, it's just, it's because of the pandemic, I can't use my usual setup, so it's just a difficult situation, and I'm trying very hard. All right, see ya, Check Film Fantastic. Okay, so we have 3 stories. That's right, the fan is my co-host. You're very on fire today, Nathan. We just started, Daniel. All right. Thank you. I'm glad. It's weird for some people. You don't understand it. I mean, you don't hear it, and then some people say they really do hear it. So I don't know what the situation is. I have the mic turned down a little bit today. So maybe that helps. All right. It's just that I think New York City won't be opening up for at least another month. So I just I get nervous about I just feel bad. All right, so anyway, let's focus on today's news, all right? So we're going to do 3 stories, and then, of course, at the end of the stream, you can ask me anything that you would like. But before we do that, of course, we can't forget, where's everybody watching from? Yeah, nobody spoil Harley Quinn's episode. Wait till you see next week's episode. I'm a week ahead of you guys. It's so good. Rodrigo is in Mexico, ignoring his Zoom meeting. That's funny. Serbia is in Serbia. Cartoon Serbia is in Serbia. Christopher is in Northern Ireland. Mika is listening to Chromatica. Chico says, I'm in my sweater place. That's great. Guido is in rainy Brazil. That sounds lovely. Oh, someone else is watching Chromatica too. Glenn. Tyler is on the Upper West Side with my cookie dough ice cream. Oh, I might make some cookies tomorrow. Dancing Dog 60 is eating chips in steamy Boston. It is getting hot, isn't it? I forgot all about weather because I don't go outside. And then I was like, why is it so hot? And then I was like, oh my God, it's summer outside. Carlos says it's 91 in Denver, right? What a time to be stuck indoors. Lloyd says I'm in a cloudy Virginia getting prep for dinner. Jander is in Rio, where it's cold. Oh, I know, that's like a flip side. It's warm for you guys in the winter. Portis is doing home workouts in London. I did a home workout today, this morning. I was like, I needed some movement. Evan is in Ohio, where it's raining. AD says from France, midnight ice cream. Lemon. Oh, that's so French of you. I love it. Zachary's in Los Angeles. Christiana Blue, that's a cool name, is leaving work in New Jersey. It's the weekend! It's sheltering in place, but still. Jared's eating a sandwich. Mark is in Atlanta. Just watched North by Northwest on HBO Max. I'm going to watch an HBO Max movie tomorrow. Wesley says, hello, Queen, Chicago. Oh, I'm doing great. It's so nice. Evans is not enjoying Space Force so far. Who started Space Force? Hey, Ozzy G squared. Who has started Space Force? What do you think? I'm waiting for you guys to catch up. There's a video coming out later today. Thomas says yes. The movie lover is halfway through it, doesn't love it. Only okay, says Daniel. Evan says, I'm hoping he gets better after 2 episodes. A lot of you forgot about it. Andy likes it too, like myself. Lauren also likes it. Kay, new member, Kay's watching it tonight. Tyler says, I'm in HBO Max mode. I forgot Netflix even existed. Christopher has started it, likes it so far. Dancing Dog is also over on HBO Max watching Love Life. Sean, I do think it needed more marketing, because many of you don't even know that it's on. Jared, Jane Lynch is like hardly in the series at all. She has like 2 scenes. Yeah, that Rotten Tomato score was bad. I felt bad about that. Hey, Seb, in Bath, England. Josh Loves Movies says, I'm watching Upload. Hey, Desert Night, thanks for joining today. All right, let's get to the 3 stories, and then we'll get at the end of the stream. As always, you can ask me anything you'd like for the final 10 minutes, and then I will edit my video for the day. I got a late start. I'm still not very good at getting to sleep on time. I watched Mrs. America. Mrs. America Wrapped yesterday. So good. I can't believe that the ERA never passed. I'm like, what? And then I watched Billions. Hey, Christian, which was great. And then I talked on the phone until 1 a.m., which I shouldn't have done. I'm so bad. I get carried away. All right, let's go to the first story of the day. All right. Hold on, I'm trying to balance all these windows. Boop. All right, I didn't forget about the boop. That's right, Epic Echo. All right, so we have 3 things to discuss. The first is that it was announced on Wednesday that Disney World will open on July 11th. Well, specifically, the Magic Kingdom and the Animal Kingdom, and then just a few days later, on July 15th, Hollywood Studios and Epcot. I think this is interesting. They're being very limiting in who can go. All right, so for instance, hey, Majestic AF. That's fantastic. That's very funny. All right, so anyway, they closed reservations. They said if you already had a reservation, then you're a true fan and you can come, but no one else can come. They turned off all reservations. You can't make any reservations to come to the resort, and you can't buy any tickets anymore. I think they're being very, very careful as to who can go. They're really limiting it to locals and those who had already booked a vacation. There will be no parades. There will be no character meet and greets. And they're not even sure if the restaurants will be open, the sit-down restaurants. They have suspended reservations for those as well. And of course, you have to wear a mask. Although you have to wear a mask at Downtown Disney, now called Disney Springs, and as we've seen in the photos, it's not particularly well enforced. Although there are no lines for anything, they have automatic lines, so it sounds to me like there will be no lines for rides. I think, or very little, as little as they can do, and that they'll be using the Fast Pass system, as I said. However, I know they've closed the reservation system, and I think that's a smart idea. I think it would be difficult to pay to travel to Disney World and have to wear a mask and have so little of the resort functioning. I'm also curious how they're going to handle cleaning the room, in a hotel, because once you clean it down, do you really want the maid service coming in there every day and touching everything up, and you have to clean it every single freaking day? I'd be like, just leave my towels outside, or hand them to me, I guess. But I don't want you coming in here. That's what I would say. Super Steve, your use of emojis is impressive. That's adorable. I like those two little figures are 6 feet apart. Anna agrees that hotel rooms will be difficult, and they're going to have limited transportation as well. I think I can understand them wanting to be open. Maxime says 3 days between guests entering a hotel room. That's true. What are they going to do about guest to guest? Are they going to really have a room stay vacant for 3 days? That's a lot. Disney hasn't given exact details on how it will be working in the theme parks. They just said when it will be opening. Christian says a lot of people are dying from pneumonia than normal in Florida, underreported. Are dying from you're saying they're underreporting coronavirus and they're saying that it's pneumonia. I wouldn't put that past Florida, to be honest with you. Josh Loves Movies, is that true? Let me see. Hold on. This damn thing. the report. You sure that's real? I think Ryan Gosling turning into a werewolf is pretty funny. So who would go to a theme park? I wouldn't go to a theme park. But, you know who's going to go? Bloggers. That's who's really going to make money off of this. Or Variety. All right, let me see. It's not one of their top stories. Oh, here we go. Oh, I see it. It's going to be like The Invisible Man. They're looking for a director. That's interesting. I don't know if that would work, quite frankly. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted looking at this story. I don't think that's like a video. I don't think I'm going to do a video on that. I don't think that's a big video. Is it a video? I mean, I'll look at it after we do the stream. I have to consider it. Karen says, my question is, if you come from far away and get a fever the day you go, do you get a voucher or rain check? I don't know. Louie, I'm glad you like Distracted Grace. I apologize about that. I like when Grace doesn't do what she's supposed to. Yeah, Easter. I don't know about Ryan Gosling as Wolfman will be like. Yeah, that's right. He always makes about $11 million on his opening weekend. That's very funny, Easter. I'm glad you remember that. Mika also remembers it. It's weird. They always open at the same time. Dancing Dog won't go to a theme park. I'll be curious to see how this does. I think that a lot of people, a lot of bloggers will go. I think locals will go who have an annual pass. But I don't know. I feel like I wouldn't travel there. I think it's just too expensive if we're not getting enough bang for your buck. All right, so that's the first story of the day. Let's get to the second story of the day. Hold on. All right. Boop. Okay. Story number 2. All right, so Awkwafina and Karen Gillan are doing a movie together. Well, they hope to, because this is a package. It's not sold. Sometimes when you see a story being reported about a movie that's being put together, it doesn't have a studio distributor yet. Instead, it's been put together as a way to try and get a distributor, and they will tell the trades about it to get heat, for everyone to be like for instance, I think the headline for this was like, hot package. So I think they're hoping that all the studios go, ooh. And they were like, Awkwafina and Karen Gillan re-team. And I'm like, what were they in before? And I'm like, oh yeah, Jumanji. But they didn't really do a lot together. But I'm a big fan of both of them. I'd be curious to see where this would end up if it went anywhere. Now, the storyline is that Awkwafina was unpopular in school when she was growing up, and it leads her to becoming a hit woman. She's like, I'm going to take all my displaced anger, and I'm going to channel it into killing people for a profession. And she's shocked that someone takes a hit out on the girl who tortured her when she was in high school, played by Karen Gillan. Although the twist is that she shows up, Karen Gillan, as an adult, is awesome, and they become friends, and now Awkwafina has to protect her. All right, so the first thing I thought it was like, oh man, that's Killing Eve, basically, right? It's kind of a Killing Eve dynamic. They're selling it as Mean Girls meets Barry, which I can understand. That makes sense. But it also reminds me a little bit of Grosse Point Blank. I don't know if any of you have ever seen that movie. It starred John Cusack, who went home to Michigan, Grosse Point Blank, Michigan, as a hitman, and what it was like for that. Minnie Driver was his love interest. So it's an interesting, there's nothing new out there, as the saying goes. But I mean, I really like both these actresses. I'd be curious to see what studio picks it up. I don't really know if it sounds like a movie. It sounds more like a streaming movie, to be honest with you, at this point. But I think it depends, again, what the budget is and how it comes together. A lot of you are very excited about it, so that may make me feel better. Karen says, Mean Girls meets Barry is a good pitch. I would agree. I think it's a good pitch. Although I'd be like, I think it's Grosse Point Blank. But I really think it's Killing Eve. I wonder how Killing Eve's going to do. The season finale is on this coming Sunday. Maybe they should leave when they're on a high note, because I think this series is struggling to find out where to go. Zester's like, put it on Netflix. Yeah, I agree with Rashad. It sounds cliche, but I just love these actresses so much I would just watch it anyway. Hey, Lena. It's also like Hitman's Bodyguard. You're right, Mika. A little. They're making a sequel to that someday. I'm not quite sure what's going to happen to it. All right, so that's the second story of the day. We'll see if that works out. All right, now hold on. Let me go to the next thing. All right. Boop. All right, the third story of the day is that Thomas Kail, that's who's standing there with Lin-Manuel Miranda. So Thomas Kail has found himself another job, and it's a movie. Now, Thomas Kail, of course, worked his way up with Lin-Manuel Miranda. He directed Hamilton. He directed the movie version that Disney just bought for an obscene amount of money. It's going to Disney+. He went on to do Grease Live, and Grease Live is, of course, I thought, the best of the live musicals on TV. He also did Fosse Verdon, which I loved, with Michelle Williams and Sam Rockwell, and Thomas Kail actually is marrying Michelle Williams. They're having a child together. That's right, Dancing Dog. Tradition. I really like Fiddler on the Roof. Now, this will be for MGM, but I think it's going to be very difficult for them to compete with the 1971 film. And I'm not quite sure how they're going to make it different. I don't like this new trend, like with Steven Spielberg's West Side Story, of just redoing these Dancing Dog, you really know your Fiddler. Of just redoing these musicals. You know, it's like, go watch the original. Go watch the original West Side Story. Go watch the original Fiddler. But I really like Thomas Kail, and I think that if he's going to do this, I'd be curious to like how he's going to make it his own. I think he probably has an idea. Hey, A. Smalls. That's a great name, too. You guys have great handles. So yeah, so I don't know. Is anyone here interested in Fiddler on the Roof, a new version? Josh Gad, by the way, tweeted that he's totally available. And I would hire him maybe. I mean, he has an impressive musical background. Jeremiah, nope. That's funny, Jeremiah. I appreciate your honesty. Ethan says, a lot of you are not that interested. Yeah, like, where's Wicked? Give me something new. Oh, Evan, you should rent it. It's really long now. James says, I love Fiddler. Kyle says, I'm bored of Lin-Manuel Miranda. Now, I don't get the Lin-Manuel Miranda hype personally, but I recognize that it seems to be there, at least with a small group of people. Christiana says, don't redo the original. That's true. Who said that? 1 second. That's right, Juan. Josh Gad is not afraid to ask for work. So far, it hasn't worked out for him. Although he's getting the LaFou show, right? Mandela Butterfly, If I Was a Rich Man. The songs are great. So we'll see what happens. All right, so those are the 3 stories of the day. A little bit of a lighter day. Let me get rid of the marker. All right, so it's 5:24. You can ask me anything you like until 5:34, and then I have to edit the video that I filmed earlier. Waffles, I did see that they're making a Sonic 2, but you know, it's tough for me to cover Sonic and Kingdom Hearts. Those are the 2 requests that I was getting. It's hard for me to cover them at these stages because I know so little about the properties. I'm like, I don't know who could, like, you know, I was thinking, should I do an ideas for Sonic 2? And I'm like, I know absolutely nothing about Sonic. Like when Tails came out at the end of Sonic, my theater erupted, and I was like, who is this little guy? And I was like, oh, she's cute. And then everyone was like, Tails, I'm so excited to see that guy. And I'm like, oh, it's a guy? I thought it was a girl. So, you know, it's tough for me. It would require so much research, and I don't really know if we're at that point just yet. And then as for Kingdom Hearts, that's again where I'm like, so much research. I know nothing about Kingdom Hearts. I was Epic Echo the first to recommend the Kingdom Hearts. You know, nobody really picked up my Kingdom Hearts scoop, and I learned a valuable lesson that day. I shouldn't have buried it in another tweet, with other discussion topics, and I should have used a Kingdom Hearts GIF. Always use a GIF if you want your tweet to get attention. I find that you have to put a GIF with it, or else people don't really see it. So that was on me. that was one of those cases where it was my fault that I didn't get more credit for that. Also, I have very little interaction with the Kingdom Hearts crowd, so they don't know me very well. I'm getting pretty close to 80,000 followers on Twitter, though. I'm pretty excited about it. I'm going to have to think about what we're going to do to celebrate. Joseph says you were quiet about George Floyd yesterday. I wasn't quiet about George Floyd. I tweeted about George Floyd. I was very happy to see that arrest today. I know some people were upset about it being third-degree murder, but I think they went with the charge they could win on. What's Sufjan said? Hold on. Sufjan said, the ending of Mrs. America was so sad when they said that women's movement never became as big again as it was in the 70s. Yeah, I think that it was very divisive. I think women are raised to not be a team, and I think that's what hurts it. It was unfortunate, and it was interesting to see them kind of to ruin it for themselves. I thought with some of the way they handled it, and that's why everything fell apart at the end. I didn't appreciate some of the parallels. Reagan was not Trump. I think that's really important. I think it's dangerous to say that Reagan was at the level of Trump. Did everything that Reagan do, was it all perfect? Of course not. I don't think any politician, every single move they make is perfect. But I don't like the parallel between, I think it's interesting to say that maybe Reagan paved the way to get to the extremism of Trump today, but I don't think the series made that point very well. Chico says, what are your favorite and least favorite songs in Chromatica? Okay, my favorite song is still Stupid Love. I do like Sign from Above because Elton John is in it. And my least favorite is Babylon because it's such a blatant ripoff of Madonna. Like, I know that Lady Gaga has modeled her career largely on Madonna, which is fine, but I thought, I was like, that's such a Madonna ripoff. Like, I would actually call it a ripoff. Alfonso says, do you think Wiccan and Hulklin's relationship will be received well by the general public? I think if they're well cast and it's handled really well, I think they will. I would hope so. I would hope so. I think it would be sad if it wasn't. But it's all on Disney as to how they handle it and who they cast in the roles. Heather Rose says, how likely is Wonder Woman to come out in August? I don't know. We'll talk about it on Sunday. San Francisco today said their movie theaters aren't opening until mid-August. And that would mean that Tenet wouldn't have San Francisco. And it needs San Francisco. Will it move ahead with just Los Angeles and New York? And to be honest with you, I don't know if it's going to have New York. Los Angeles is really picking up speed in terms of reopening. But New York hasn't even entered phase 1. And movie theaters are phase 4. So, that was bad. Oh, Desert Night says they reopened movie theaters in Dubai this weekend. Well, Desert Night, how are things in Dubai? Lisa, we'll talk about the HBO launch on Sunday, but it was not good. Evan, I don't know when Shang-Chi takes place. Maybe never, because when's it going to start filming again? This is a disaster for the Marvels. Kevin Feige plans out his movie schedule so carefully, and the pandemic and coronavirus has just wreaked havoc on it. Josh says Illinois is supposed to reopen movie theaters in less than a month on June 26th. Oh, interesting. I'm not quite sure what the situation, though, is with you guys in terms of coronavirus, though. It's hard to pay attention to every single state. I hope you're all doing much better. James, Avatar 2 is beginning to film, but isn't New Zealand like coronavirus free? Everybody would love to go there. Hi, Sophia. We have 4 minutes left. Evan says Ohio is almost completely opened back up. That's good. I hope it's safe. Tim says theaters are opening in Germany in June. Glenn says Ireland in August. Miss Bubbles, I have not watched any classic movies today. I watched the Harley Quinn episode for next week. Oh, I love that show. At first I was upset watching it week to week, but I'm getting more used to it, and it's just really a good show. There are so many Harley Quinn fans out there, and again, it's a divided fandom. Like now they're like, I'm into Margot Robbie Harley Quinn, which is great, but I'm like, you should be into the animated Harley Quinn because it's very authentic, and I just love it. I think Kaylee Cuoco is just the best Harley Quinn ever. Anna says, Grace, who's your favorite young Avenger? Who are you most excited to see join the MCU? I'm excited for Wicked and Hulkling. And I guess to some degree Speed. He's not particularly well developed. But I'm excited for that kind of representation. I'm excited to see Marvel move in that direction. And they have, of course, the way they're being introduced on WandaVision is so unique. Dancing Dog, I like Haribo sour gummies. I eat Haribo gummy bears. No, I don't. Who do I eat? I eat the gummy bears in a gold package. I don't really eat a lot of sour candy, to be honest with you. My favorite sour candy is sour cherries. Let's see here. We're definitely going to get Speed. As soon as you asked that. Who asked that? I don't see. I'm sorry. But yeah, we're getting the twins, so you're definitely getting both of them. Alfonso, I don't believe there'll ever be a Watchmen season 2. It just didn't do well enough. Not enough people watched it. It didn't win enough awards. It's just not going to work. Chico, I'm not sure what I'm going to have for dinner. I'm not even sure what I'm going to watch on television. I'm kind of like I'm not going to get a free zone. I don't know. I got to plan my Fridays better. Jeremiah says, best place for the new Avengers compound. Wakanda? Maybe. I'm sure T'Challa can get them a good deal on real estate. Bye, Evan. I'm not sure. I don't know if I'd put it there. Maybe I'd make them the West Coast Avengers? Daniel says, Grace, the more we know about Wonder Woman 1984, the less I'm impressed with it. It's very Barbie. It's very Barbie. It's very, very Barbie. It's super Barbie. Which is exactly what Wonder Woman is. I don't mind because I like Barbie, but I'm curious to see how the movie does. Gal Gadot is so personal, though. I mean, she is Wonder Woman. Joseph, I haven't watched anything on HBO Max yet. I would like to watch some Jetsons. I'm very excited about that. Stephanie says, what is your favorite movie musical? I really like My Fair Lady. Actually, Sound of Music didn't hold up that well. I got so upset with Bong Joon-ho for saying he didn't like The Sound of Music. I was like, how dare you, Bong Joon-ho? I was actually in the room when he said it. I was at a talk he was giving for Snowpiercer, actually, interestingly enough, when that came out. And I was like, I couldn't get over it. I was so upset. And then recently I watched Sound of Music on an airplane. And I was like, you know what? This doesn't really hold up very well. And I was like, maybe Bong Joon-ho was right. Bye, Terry. Oh, happy birthday, Terry! James says, I don't like Mary Poppins. What? I love Mary Poppins. I listened to it too many times growing up because my dad was kind of going through a tough time and because he related to Mr. Banks. And so he watched it like on a loop. But that's why Saving Mr. Banks is one of my favorite films of all time because of that connection. Mary Poppins is actually about dads, which I think is really sweet. Sean, I think Fiona Shaw is amazing on Killing Eve. She's just so good. Maybe I'll watch Saving Mr. Banks on Disney Plus, even though I just paid for HBO Max. Lena says, well, movies like Tenet and Wonder Woman open if countries or San Francisco don't open theaters till August. Yes, I think they will. That's why Tenet doesn't have a date on it on the trailer. Oh, it's 5:35. Oh my God, I've got to get on to my videos. All right, everybody, have a lovely weekend. Video going up this evening. And I will see you all on Sunday for a viewer call-in show. And of course, Movie Man. Okay, everybody. Bye. Bye. Thank you for joining me on the new Friday schedule stream. Okay, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye.